Hello everyone and welcome back to Cantabria on a bit of a rainy morning. So, first thing we're going to do is we're actually not going to sell the tractor, we're going to sell the cultivator. And that's because I've got a little fed up with this cultivator and I would like to replace it. So, 23,700. It's not bad. And what we're going to buy is just the next size up. And this guy will work fine. This is one that is also compatible with the liquid manure equipment, but I'm fairly certain we can actually attach it to us as well. Yeah, there we go. So that's if you want it to be attached to the other bit. We don't, so let's buy that. Oops. And the reason we need a cultivator... Oh. How do I change that? How do I change that? There we go. I had the radio on when I was doing something the other day. Yeah, the reason we need a cultivator is because all of our canola fields failed. They withered because it was too early, which usually they would just stay there, but instead they withered. So field 4 I've got done, field 1 is next on the list. That's what we need to do today. So we'll put the beacon on and we will drive back over to the farm. And yeah, we'll get field 1 done. We're a bit light on the front. We'll get field 1 cultivated, and then now is actually the right time to do the planting. So I think we'll get started straight away. I wanted to do some grass work, but that is not looking possible today. Possibly later. Apologies. And we've also got all of those potatoes to sort as well, so we may end up doing potatoes and cultivating. We're really light on the back. I just pulled a wheelie. Yeah, we need to look at contracts as well. I know there is a mammoth sugar beet contract, which is in the field next to our farm. But that field is absolutely enormous. So it's going to pay well, but it's going to be a lot of work. So I'm thinking it's possibly not the best job to do. Now, do we have a 3-point on the front of this tractor? We do not. And at some point I must have configured it to take the weight off. Right, well, in that case we will just drop the cultivator here. There we go. We'll go and grab a more suitable tractor, something with a bit more weight. I can see something with a bit more weight directly ahead of us, so that might work. We will probably end up going over to the other farm to go and sort some potatoes. So let's grab this guy. We need to find our weight. I'm not sure where it is. Ah, I can see one over there. Perfect. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. And interestingly, I changed the cultivator to this type because the ones that drag, they just seem to keep slipping out from behind me. And this one will not drag because it's one that's not on its own kind of dolly. This one is also an extra meter's width, which is great news. Now I'm going to do this as a time lapse, I think. So let me get myself set up. There we go. So yeah, let's get started. It is a bit of a shame that all of the canola died. I suppose we could reseed it all directly today. And the problem is all of the fields count as being 0 fertilised at the moment. and that's not good at all for us. I would have much preferred that we actually had some fertilising remaining, but the crop, when it withered, it took all of the fertilising, which I will show you now what I'm referring to. So, go to field 4, that was fully fertilised, or I think it was second stage fertilised. Field 1 is fully fertilised still. I don't know. Maybe it will remain fertilised. Who knows? We'll have to see. If not, we might have to use some of that slurry that the pigs have been giving us. It's 61,000 litres of slurry, which is a decent amount. Definitely be enough slurry for us to do our smaller field, the one that's going to be carrots. And the field with the sugar beet contract is field number 3. Let's just show you. So that's field number 8, which is 24.9 to 25 acres. Field 3 is 29 acres. So that mission that's available, if it's still here, no, it's gone. Okay, that's quite a big mission. There is also a baling mission. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. We could do that. Field 31, down here. But I don't know. I mean, extra cash is never bad. You should never say no to the extra cash, but we don't need that much. We have our own stuff to be doing today. I suppose that's the thing, weighing up whether we should be doing contracts or doing work on our own fields. I'm tempted to say we should stick with our own fields because, well, they need to be sorted. We need to get this reseeded, both of our fields reseeded. The carrots don't go in for a while still. When do the carrots go in? Not until middle of winter. So we've got ages to get the final field prepared. But yeah, these two canola fields, I really want them done because I really want canola out of them. So I think now I'm going to do the time lapse and we'll just whiz through and get this field done. Okay, so that is the field pretty much done. Just a bit of headland at the bottom and top, and a bit of a strip that I missed there. But yeah, in general, we've got the field covered. Now, this rain, when is it due to stop? Oh, not until around 3. Okay, so we've got a few hours left. Let's boost the time a little, that would be useful. Because, yeah, there's not much we can do in this weather. Not much at all, to be honest. I can't really cut the grass, it's far too wet for that. The pigs, well, they always need looking after because there's so many of them now, but you know, they're not in some horribly dangerous position where if I didn't look after them right now, they would all die. Yeah, it's a bit of an annoying one. When it rains like this, it's a bit of a pain because I'm really not keen on seeding or fertilizing when it's raining like this. I think that's stretching the realms of realism a bit too far. So I think I'd rather stick with even cultivating is a bit of a push, but we've done it, and nobody's died. Nobody died from the cultivating. But I know in reality farmers wouldn't always do it because it depends on how soft the ground is. If it's too soft, then yeah, it just makes a real mess everywhere. Okay, let's get this section here done. I'm hoping we can cover everything in one pass, but I've got a feeling that we will not be able to. This cultivator is 6 meter working width. I think we left a little more than 6 meters. Yeah, see, there's some stubble left behind us. That's fine, we can grab that. It's not a big deal. Driven straight into a bush. That's not a big deal either because bushes don't mean anything on Farm Sim. Well, on certain maps they do. That's not fair. Certain maps they actually do have an effect. They have the effect of being a brick wall. Because that's perfectly normal, of course. Right. So back up to the top. This field is now sorted. And if we check, put cruise control on, if we check the weather map, yeah, this is still showing as fully fertilised. That's interesting. That field 4 lost all fertilisation when we cultivated it. Or maybe I just hadn't fertilised it already to begin with. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, and then over here, do the headland again. So it is a real shame about the canola failing. Not just because I like plants, I don't like it when plants die. It might sound a little bit weird there, but because we spent a lot of work, a lot of time trying to get those plants in, and to then find that they've all withered, well, that's disappointing. Especially because I hate withering on Farm Sim, because even with seasons, one thing they did not manage to fix, I guess because it's out of their control, is the fact that the plant went from being 0 stage growth to suddenly being full height and withered. Now that doesn't make any sense. None at all. But let's lift that up, fold him up. We can go and put this away. We'll give it a quick wash first. Good to keep the tools washed. I also need to sort out the fuel system. Fuel system is quite urgent. Because I think 2 of the tractors need refueling soon. So engine off, brake on. And we won't bother cleaning the tractor because I'm sure we're going to do something else with the tractor later. We might even seed field 4. But this cultivator will not be used again until we do the carrot field, so may as well give them a good wash. Yeah, there we go. And we can put him, where should we put him? I suppose next to the cedar would be a good idea. I think I'm going to have to lower him down to do that. Okay, so as there's not really much to do, and if we feed the pigs now, we're only going to have to feed them all later anyway. That reminds me. So I've just changed it over. So the ideal weight for selling pigs is 280 pounds, which if I do a quick check, that is 127 kilos. That's a good weight to sell pigs. So of course our first batch of pigs are already over 127. And I think they're all pregnant again. Or, yeah, quite a few of them are pregnant again. So the second batch is 38 kilos. 38 and 39. So we've still got a bit of time left before we start selling them. Right. I'm going to skip until later on, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Okay, so the rain has stopped and we are down at the shop. This is because I want to reconfigure this guy. I've got wide tyres and weights. What I want is rear twin. The reason for that is we're going to be doing some pulling. Okay, nothing else has changed. Good. So, did we not put global positioning? No, we didn't. Okay. So that's going to cost us 1,000. And we now have this beast. So slurry tank wise, we're going to get ourselves the Cubex 4X. We're going to get it in the standard configuration, and we're just going to lease it for today. It has got a rather monumental, what's the word? Capacity. So we're not going to use the full capacity, I don't think. I mean, there's a lot of capacity. Now, I'm just wondering. I need to somehow transport a manure pipe. Okay, maybe we'll do it without a manure pipe this time. So we've leased that guy. Yep, he's there. Let's get the engine switched on. And I'm hoping we'll be able to refill directly from the slurry pit. If not, I am going to have to come back down here and get something to do it with. So I'm going to get over to the pig farm, and we will then go and put some slurry in field 4. See you in a minute. Here we are then. So let's check. I'm really hoping we'll be able to do this properly. Can we refill directly? Please, please allow us. No, we can't. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I'm going to have to go and get a hose then so that we can attach. Let's just see. Where should I be attaching to is the other question. Is that looks like a pump area. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying! Oh, hang on. What's this? This could be what I'm looking for. Okay, so actually, I think we can maybe refill with this. I have a feeling that is what we're supposed to be doing. Let's just try that then, before I go and try and, you know, bring a hose all the way back up here. Activate pump of slurry. Okay. Deactivate pump of slurry. No, I'm not sure. But I'm going to mess around with this and see if I can get it working. Okay, so that was the problem. That boom, I think, is for filling up from a lagoon or like a refill tank. This now should work, I believe. Please check the manure flow. What? Okay. Manure flow for the connector of the Cubex 4X. Oh, okay. I have to open the manure flow. Now I can activate the pump. There we go. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. So this guy is just going to fill up. Do we have an indicator anywhere? No. So yeah, I've just realised as well, for anyone who wants to use one of these, there are smaller versions. So there's the Cubex 180, which is 18,000, the 300, which is 30,000. I stupidly went straight for the 4X, which is 40,000. Not quite sure why I did that, to be honest. But I think we're going to shut that off there. So, close manure flow and attach the hose. Just move this hose over here, out of the way. Right, now we can go and do some spreading. It's currently set to 30 cubic meters per hectare. I have no clue if that's too much, too little, what, I don't really know. But we're going to go and do field 4, because even though it's been raining, I think field 4 is probably going to be okay. And I've got the dual wheels on here because that way we spread the weight across the 4 wheels, or 6 wheels technically, but those 4 rear wheels, we spread it across there rather than, whoa, across 2. Can we get back off? Oh, we can. Yeah, this is not good. This tractor is a bit too big to go down the road. Come on, just let me off the bridge, guys. Oh, there we go. But he's got a 15-meter spray, so that should be plenty of room for what we need to do. I don't think this field's going to take long. Okay, so we'll start him by here so we can see exactly how big the spray rate is. Right, 15 meters is that. That is fairly big, isn't it? Try and get right up to the edges though. Oh wow, and 30 square meters is a lot. Okay. Try 20 or 15. There we go. That's better. And we're getting a nice coating of slurry, because obviously this field is the one that said it had no fertilizing. Field 1 still says it has fertilizer. So this is a good time to put some slurry down, because I'm not going to seed either of these fields until tomorrow, I don't think. Tomorrow is a good sunny day. Yeah, sunny, warm, We can do the seeding then, and we might also do some grass work as well. But yeah, we're still getting through this slurry quite quickly. Maybe we need to go down to 10. I know that I used a lot of it in the first 2 minutes, but even still, this is rather a lot that's being used right now. So we may have to go and refill. Yeah, we're still flying through it. So what have we got in there? We've still got 54,000, just less than 54,000. Okay. The only thing is, this tractor is not very good at getting down the road, so I'm wondering if... Well, I'm not going to go and lease a shuttle, that's silly. I'm wondering if maybe we should use a different tractor to actually shuttle this to the other farm to get the slurry. Because, yeah, this guy's a bit too big to go down the road, really. Okay, and we are out already. So, yeah, I'll drop him there. We'll grab the Fiat. I think this Fiat will have the power, just about, to pull that. So we'll go and... I'll go and refill him, and then I can bring him back to the field and continue. 95% full, and we're almost completely full now. Awesome, so pump off. We can come back here, close the manure flow, and attach the hose. Once again, I'll just move that hose out of the way slightly. And let's get back over to the field. Just running over our manure hose. Excellent work. Excellent. Now this guy is actually not doing too badly, considering... Yeah, this is now 35-ton train weight. 40,000 litres of slurry in the back. It's a lot. And that reminds me, actually, we must have digestate available over at the BGA. That's going to be useful for later on. It's going to be very useful. So I think we're going to have to look at buying some slurry spreading equipment if we're going to continue, you know, getting slurry from the pigs and all that kind of stuff. Although I did say that I would actually give them going off track. I did say I would give them some straw in the winter, actually. Yeah, with a train weight like this, I probably shouldn't have taken that corner that quickly, but there we go. I did. So we'll get hooked back up. I can increase the time again. I'm going to put it up to 15 again, which does mean it's getting dark quite quickly. Turn our beacon off. Here's where the weight really sets in then, as we get closer to the yard. The gradient changes as we get higher up. Right. Just let him freewheel down. There we go. So, go and park this guy. We'll park him somewhere that's already been spread, actually, so I can avoid getting him covered in poop, liquid poop. So yeah, just parking by there. Go and grab this guy. Great demand at point of sale 1. Okay, we'll check that out quickly, see what that is. What is the great demand at point of sale 1? It is for cabbage, red cabbage. Okay, well we don't have any of that, so that's not really a big problem. Now we're still on 10. I think maybe we should put it back down. Oh no, that's as high as I can take it. That's as low as I can take it, right. Well, that makes things easier then. At least I know. So, yeah, I think, because this is only 15 meters, we should probably time-lapse this. Or, in fact, I won't time-lapse it, I will jump cut to when it is done. Okay, so we are almost done now. This tractor actually is struggling a little bit to pull this. It's just so heavy. We couldn't get up the hill, so I had to go across the field like this. Yeah. So I think when we do this again, we are going to need to get ourselves a smaller slurry spreader. We can't be doing it with something this big, it appears, which is a bit of a pain because it means either leasing a big tractor to have a big slurry spreader, or getting a smaller slurry spreader, and the job takes a lot longer. So we'll have to look at that when we get to that point. We will probably put slurry or digestate onto the field that we use for that we're going to do the carrots on, which is field 21, which is much smaller, so it won't require much. But for now, I will get this guy emptied back into the pit, and then tomorrow we're going to have to do some seeding. Not in this field, because I want this field to just kind of set. Yeah, I want this field to set in a bit. So we'll get the seeding done in field number 1, I think, and we'll get some grass cut. But for now, thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.